Hello beautiful people, it's Sindafam. Welcome to the channel. Today we're back again with another video. This is from the channel Kiki's Tea, and the title reads Monique clowns Shannon Sharpe after white girl sues and leaks kinky videos. Of course, we know this may not be true, or this doesn't even sound true, and that's just gonna be the truth. But again, we're gonna check the video to hear what they've got to say regarding it. And if you all don't know about Shannon Sharpe and his saga, is being sued for SA and for $50 million. And what we see that the race play here, which in my mind, in my head, also does not make sense. But also from the text message and the leaked audio, you know, and you understand that okay, there's a race play here as well. So now I get it. I understand the reason why others too are also playing that game with the race thing and whatnot. But we're gonna check this together, and I would love your thoughts in the comments below. Let's dive right in.
Y'all remember when Monique read Shannon for filth and said this?
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. I know. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your and get your old out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Child, Shannon Sharpe really should have taken Monique's advice and stopped playing the streets because he just got into a whole boatload of trouble. Ooh, Shannon Sharpe has been going through it in the past couple of days, and it has been nothing short of a disaster. See, a few days ago, a woman filed a lawsuit accusing Shannon of some serious stuff, claiming that he allegedly SA'd her and got physical during their relationship. The allegations are wild, and the streets are already whispering that this could be the beginning of a major fall from grace for him. Shannon's trying to lawyer up and shut it down, but from the looks of it, things are not swinging in his favor right now, and he might want to get Monique on speed dial because she just might be the only person who can save him from this insanity. Did Shannon really try to pay the victim off with $10 million? And is he really guilty, or is this another shakedown? Let's break this down. Okay, one thing about Monique, she might tell you a joke, but she's never gonna tell you a lie. When she went on Club Shay Shay last year, she called Shannon out on his weird behavior of dating young girls. Now, Shannon seems to be one of those people who only go after young women, and he is never too shy to admit it. Most people turn a blind eye to this behavior, but not Monique. During her interview, she straight up told him to date someone his own age.
6-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. I know. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your and get your old out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Well, he didn't take her advice, and now he's being sued by a woman named Gabriella, who is claiming that they were in a relationship from 2023 to early this year. According to her, she was only 19 when they got together, while Shannon was 54. This immediately sent red flags waving because of the insane age gap. To put in perspective why it's messy, Shannon's youngest child would have been around 29 or 30 at the time this relationship was allegedly happening, meaning Gabriella is about 10 or 11 years younger than his youngest child. Now look, everything may have been legal on paper, but that age gap, especially in that context, like, it's not technically a crime, but it definitely makes you give him the side eye. Anyway, let's get into the tea, because Gabriella did not hold back in that lawsuit. First off, she actually filed it under Jane Doe, clearly trying to stay anonymous and keep her identity out of the spotlight. But that didn't last long because Shannon and his legal team went ahead and named her directly in their response. So yeah, that's how we found out who she was. In her lawsuit, she accused Shannon of manipulating and controlling her and alleges that he violently SA'd her from behind in October 2024 and January 2025, blatantly ignoring her pleas for him to stop. The lawsuit details instances of alleged threats and physical, stating Sharpe refused to accept the answer no, even as she sobbed and screamed. According to Gabriella, things started off pretty normal, and they met at a gym in LA and ended up in a consensual relationship that lasted around 2 years. But somewhere along the way, things allegedly took a dark turn. She claimed Shannon became cruel and even threatened to unalive her when she tried to share her location with friends. And it doesn't stop there.
Yes. Sometimes when they engage in such activity, they some party or some of the party don't know when the lines or the boundaries have been crossed. And that is how sometimes it's just a messed up situation. It's messed up for both parties. The age thing, I don't know what anybody's gonna say, but that age, see, listen, that age is too much. What happened? And he, in his own mouth, he said he loves nasty. He loves the nasty girl. He loves that whatever thing. He doesn't like the good girl or whatever. He likes the bad one. So he knows what he's attracted to, and the age demographic. He knows the particular age of group of people that's gonna give him that, and that's why he went for that. And obviously, the lady in question, she knew exactly what she was going for. It was a transactional consensual relationship. But something about this relationship, the truth here is, when we may never get to find out or know the truth or learn about the truth, because it was the both of them that knew exactly what they were doing, having in the relationship, and at the point where the lines were crossed. But it's messy for both parties, if I'm being honest.
Gabriella also claimed Shannon was big on recording their private moments, sometimes with her consent, other times allegedly without. Doesn't stop there. Gabriella also claimed Shannon was big on recording their private moments, sometimes with her consent, other times allegedly without her even knowing. He told her the videos were just for him, but she's now accusing him of showing those recordings to his friend. But Shannon was not about to let that slide without a fight. He came out with a statement through his lawyer, and let's just say he clapped back hard. In the statement, they didn't just deny the claims, but they also posted actual text transcripts that Gabriella allegedly sent him, and child, they are graphic. Like, not just spicy, we're talking full-blown, explicit, no hands barred type of messages. He clearly wanted to show that things weren't as one-sided as she's making them out to be, but Lord, Aaron knows text, he did not come to play. In the text, she said stuff like, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me. I know you missed this big, juicy ass, 25K for each cheek. Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then you can do whatever I want to me. I want to put my tongue in your a-hole and then marry you. That's my daddy. I want you to put a big black baby in me. You better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. Like I said, those texts were graphic AF, no exaggeration. And can we talk about that weird fixation Gabriella had with the big black baby? The undertones in that alone are wild. Gabriella's white, and the way those messages read, yeah, it's giving full-on race play vibe. And listen, we are not about to deep dive into that mess today because that's a whole other rabbit hole. All I'm going to say is it's uncomfortable and it's given fetishization. Anywho, Shannon's statement also said, this lawsuit filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney Tony Busby is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. In her effort to extract a large financial settlement, Ms. Zuniga presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of a consensual, intimate encounter. We believe that video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. It continued. The evidence paints a clear picture. This was a consensual adult relationship that included role-playing, adult language, and fantasy scenarios explicitly requested by Ms. Zuniga. The edited tape that Ms. Zuniga secretly taped and showed to Mr. Sharpe during her blackmail attempt tries to falsely portray, as a result of this editing and out of context from prior text messages, that the intimate activity was not consensual. Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion or misconduct, especially the gross lie of SA, and will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt at blackmail. He stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these false claims vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and a judgment based on the facts and the.
First of all, talk about the race play. I'm just gonna say it allegedly. I think the race play is what the both of them get off on. Because tell me, a big black guy choke you, a check or white girl, a small white girl in public. It doesn't look good. That's from the supposed circulating alleged voice note that is circulating, and then text message you're seeing black baby, black whatever. It doesn't, like, it's giving, okay, maybe this is what the both of them get off, or this is what they are into, and they use that, like, whatever their tone, their word. For me, I just be like, okay, maybe this is what they get off on, which is weird. It is weird. What do you think?
But he didn't end there, because he then posted a video where he accused lawyer Tony Busby of blackmail. Yep, that Tony Busby, the same lawyer who came after Jay-Z with an SA lawsuit. Shannon claimed Busby was planning to drop some audio recordings that were totally out of context and crafted to make him look guilty. And get this, he also said that Gabriella and Busby were coming for the bag, asking for a whopping $50 million in the lawsuit.
This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly, on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about, and I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Well, at this point, Tony Busby finally clapped back, claiming that Shannon had offered Gabriella $10 million during mediation in exchange for her not filing the lawsuit. He wrote, back in early February, our office contacted Mr. Sharpe on behalf of Jane Doe and broached the subject of a meeting. Multiple conversations took place. Ultimately, a mediation occurred. Sharpe was represented by different lawyers in that mediation. That mediation process went on for more than 6 weeks, ultimately leading to Mr. Sharpe making an incredibly significant offer to settle. However, Doe refused the hefty sum offered by Sharpe and instead filed this case. He also claimed that the texts Shannon and his lawyers had released were old texts sent before the alleged SA incident. He wrote, every text that Mr. Sharpe's counsel released today, purportedly from Jane Doe, are dated prior to the alleged brutal set forth in Jane Doe's case. Those texts were obviously released in an effort to distract the public's attention from the allegations in Jane Doe's lawsuit. It won't work. But he was not done dragging Shannon just yet. Not long after Shannon posted that video claiming blackmail, Busby came back with some heat of his own. He dropped an audio clip where Shannon can allegedly be heard threatening to Gabriella.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna how do you when I see you?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, this is not looking good for him. After releasing the audio, Tony Busby wrote, "The contents of this clip are certainly not... They are not playful. They are instead disturbing, aggressive, and dangerous. This audio paints a very clear picture of how Sharpe treated Jane Doe, leading her to escape from him by leaving Nevada and blocking all contact with him." He also doubled down on the claims that Shannon's team offered Gabriella $10 million, saying, on the one hand, Mr. Sharpe and his lawyers claim that the case filed by Jane Doe is meritless, yet on the other hand, they now have disclosed that Mr. Sharpe offered Jane Doe $10 million in writing not to file her lawsuit. This is a true statement. Jane Doe was in fact offered $10 million to settle, but rejected that offer, choosing instead to proceed with litigation. Sharpe's team is now trying to discredit and dox her. Sharpe and his team are now, as anticipated, also attacking me. We are not going to be deterred by these tactics. Shannon's lawyer wasn't about to let that slide without clapping back, and this time he hit Gabriella where it hurts. According to him, this whole lawsuit reeks of greed. He says it's no coincidence that Gabriella filed her claims just one day before news broke that Shannon is on the verge of signing a massive media deal, reportedly worth over $100 million, for his Club Shay Shay podcast. His lawyer said, her knowledge that Mr. Sharpe's about to receive a very lucrative contract, she knew that, took advantage of it, and I describe this in my opinion that this is a classic definition of blackmail. That gives the greatest leverage to blackmail. All in all, this is a hot mess, and like I said, Unc should have listened to Monique. Fans commented, Shannon Sharpe is 54 years old, retired athlete, rich, successful, and very well known, is and was messing with a 19 OnlyFans girl. Monique told him to leave them girls alone, and he refused. Now look, at least age 30 plus would have been accepted. I don't understand it. A black woman, I feel like on this Shannon Sharpe allegations, I think we should just sit this one out. I'm just saying, Monique warned him. And a 19-year-old was telling Shannon Sharpe to put a big black baby in her. Hearing that should have made him take a look in the mirror and reevaluate what he got going on. Anywho, I want to know what y'all think about this chaotic drama in the comments below, and then check out this next video.
First of all, judging from the text messages or text message or alleged text message that was revealed, for me, I am particular about, okay, him releasing this text message, but it's given one-sided. I want to see the both text message exchange from his side and her side. I mean, what he sent back to her when she sent those texts. I want to see it. We, the public, want to see it. Since they decided to bring all of this to the public, we want to see those messages. So what was his response when she said she wanted, or when she allegedly wrote back that she wants a big black baby? And what was his response when she responded that she wants to get pregnant, want to marry him or whatever, want to lick his a-hole, want $25,000 per chick? What was his response? We want to see that. We want to see it. Because now it's given from both parties or both sides, cherry picking which one to paint or make their narrative look good. Because a 56-year-old man and a 19-year-old girl, even if it's 20 times 3, almost times 3 your age, you cannot attract any other person, and you are doing freaky. Listen, the both of them, it is messy for both of them. And him coming to say it like OnlyFans girl, but dude, you literally were attracted to that type of person, or you're attracted to it. So why are you now making it seem like, you didn't know about it, or you didn't? Were you not in that place some couple of months ago? If that's Kasala Dinobos, we wouldn't have known that you are doing OnlyFans, doing something with OnlyFans person. We wouldn't have known. Now, two people are freaky behind closed doors. So I don't even understand or want to bring that dynamics of the shame game or whatever. Dude, you were there, literally, in that place some couple of months ago, and you were enjoying it. Wasn't obviously, there was a video I saw where he allegedly said that he loves nasty, that he wants the bad girls, not the Christian one, not the good ones. And he found it, he got it. But here is a problem with people who are involved in this type of relationship, the BDSM stuff and whatever. Sometimes people don't know when they've crossed the boundaries or when they cross the line. That is why something about that type of relationship can be messy, can be crazy, and you people are nasty sometimes. So, and people want to crucify Didi for being nasty. Like, some people really have to look in the mirror, because if you are engaging in that other one, because your own is not in public, yeah, you and Didi, look in the mirror. Do you see any recognition? Ask yourself. Just the truth. But obviously, it is messy for both parties, both sides. Now that all of this has been pretty much exposed or leaked, let's see how this plays, obviously. But if we're talking about honesty, transparency, or whatever, Then release the full text message exchange. Let's see what was the response for the big black baby, the a-hole, sucking the or licking the a-hole, all those nasty, crazy things. What was the response? We want to know. And the 25K per chick, what was his response to that? We want to know. Or don't we deserve honesty and transparency from in the public as public ought to? Let me know what your thoughts are regarding this. Obviously, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.